Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm back with a very different, unique and not so common type of dosa recipe, that is Surnali dosa recipe. This unique dosa recipe is of my mother-in-law. She had taught this dosa recipe to her daughter and her daughter has taught this to me. So let's get started. I've taken 2 cups of rice. You can use the normal idli rice or the dosa rice. To that I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of methi seeds. I'll wash it thoroughly at least for 3 to 4 times. After washing thoroughly, I'll soak the rice and the methi seeds for around 3 to 4 hours. After 4 hours, the rice and the methi seeds has been perfectly soaked. I'll strain the excess water and add few other ingredients to this mixture. To this I'll be adding half cup of grated coconut, around 1 small piece of turmeric. If you don't have turmeric, you can use half teaspoon of turmeric powder. Since I have a lot of ingredients and all of the ingredients won't fit to my mixie jar, I'll be grinding in 2 different batches. If you're grinding in one batch, then to this you can add 1 cup of poha or the beaten rice and jaggery as required. I'll be adding around 4 tablespoons of jaggery. I'll be adding jaggery and beaten rice for the second batch. Add little water and then grind it to a dosa batter consistency. So here goes my second batch. Ensure the beaten rice is washed well and soaked at least for 10 minutes. Add water as and when required. Give it a good mix. After mixing it thoroughly, I'll be adding 1/4 cup of normal milk, the normal cow's milk what we have at home. You can add that, and 3 tablespoons of buttermilk. The normal buttermilk, whichever we prepare at home, you can use that. Even if it's with salt, that is fine. You can add it to this mixture. And then you can add salt as required. Give it a good mix. And then the next process is very important. I'll be mixing it thoroughly using my hand for 3 to 4 minutes. Now this helps with the fermentation and this helps your dosa turn out fluffier. After mixing it thoroughly, I'll cover it and allow the batter to ferment for 8 hours. Ensure you keep it in a warm place. The warmest place at my home is the oven, so I'll keep it inside the oven and allow it to ferment for 8 hours. So the next day morning after 8 hours, let's see how the batter looks like. The batter has become thick. Give it a good mix. If it's too thick, you can add little water, but this consistency is fine for me. So I'll be mixing it thoroughly and then start preparing dosas. I've kept a pan to heat up. Once it gets heated up, I'll be adding the batter. I'll not spread the batter much. Just as we prepare the normal set dosa, I'll spread it a little bit and then allow it to cook with a covered lid. Wow, look how well the dosa has been cooked. I'll be greasing the dosa with some homemade butter. You can use ghee or oil as well, or if you'd like to eat just as it is, you can do that as well. This dosa needs to be cooked only on one side, just as we cook the normal set dosa. Look at the color under the dosa. It's come out beautifully. And look how well it comes out from the pan. Beautiful, right? I just love the color. Do comment if you loved it too. It's super simple, super easy and super healthy as well. If you have kids at home, they will definitely love it, as this dosa is super tasty and super healthy as well. Do try this unique style of preparing dosa and let me know your review on the same. Look how soft and fluffy it's turned out. See you next time. Until then, take care, stay fit and be happy. Bye-bye.